Guess not. So by now, most of you are in snow, just like us. Some of you have this happen to you all the time, just on a regular basis in your winter months. And for some of us, it happens just occasionally. I wanted to show you, one, just the beauty and the stillness out here on the mountain. And then to show you Pastor nailing plastic, although you may not have seen it, you may have heard him in the background, nailing plastic to the door of the house. Today he was able to put up some plastic over doors that are a bit drafty, and if I have time this afternoon, I'm going to put up another set of curtains. We have our heat source going. I wanted to compliment everybody who commented on the video about what do you do to get ready for snow. We covered just about every base of every part of getting ready for snowy weather that I think one needs to. From making sure that the cars have the right kind of antifreeze in them, to making sure the car batteries and vehicle batteries are all charged up, to making sure there were extra heating resources. And you guys didn't go into detail, but that's fine. You know, it doesn't matter. It just matters that you have alternate heat sources and you have fuel for those alternate heat sources. You all said you had plenty of food and were ready to hunker down. And really, I think that speaks to just the nature of being someone from this country, that we want to be able to provide for ourselves and also not to be a burden on anyone else. And I bet there's some of you out there who not only do those things, but also go above and beyond, like our neighbor Tony at High Prairie Acres. He would regularly, when there was any kind of snow like it is now, where you might need help getting your car out your driveway, go around with his tractor and plow all the neighbors' driveways. And usually early in the morning, so when they got up to go to work, they didn't have to go out and do it themselves. They didn't have to hand shovel. Just an awesome, awesome thing to do for your friends, family, neighbors. And I bet you there's some of you out there who do those kind of things. I bet there's some of you who have elderly neighbors that you know are going to be snowed in, and you go check on them, or you take food to them. And that's really just being a good human being. There's no other way to talk about that. One postscript or side note, DeWalt came out with these really cool gloves that are mostly rubberized, and they have an elastic wrist on them. The only thing is, when it's this cold, they're not real warm. I put a cheapo cotton glove that I bought for $1 a pair at Walmart inside of them. This combo works great. You can, handle snow and water and stuff, and the DeWalt part stays pretty dry. And with the extra padding, the insulation, your hands stay warm too. So I highly recommend. What I'm doing right now, see, I noticed there's a theme in my video, so I tried to hit a theme more based on human stuff, because obviously I'm someone who just gets along better with my critters than I do most humans. So that's the human part of the video. If you enjoyed that but don't really care about critters, now's the time for you to punch out. You don't have to watch, but I would still like a like if you like the first half. And so I'm coming down. It's only 2 in the afternoon, but this snow is going to go on for a while, and it's just going to be cold. I'm just going to lock my ducks and stuff up now, and I'll probably, once I've walked back down there, feed my goats their evening meal, and then get the chickens in and get them all settled in before dark falls. But this is now the orchard. Looks pretty cool in the winter. I love the benches. But look, the birds are already up. They're domestic. They're not wild. We got wild birds out here hopping around looking for the food that the ducks left. But the ducks aren't out here playing in this stuff like I thought they might be. They said, and they went right back up in their shed. So I'm going to take care of them now. They came out to greet me, as they normally do, especially that male goose. He's always telling me this rant rant noise. Rant rant. But came out to greet me, and immediately all sat down. This is how they keep their feet warm. They squat down and sit over their feet, and they warm their feet up. So that's the whole kit and caboodle right here where I normally feed them. But I'll get them all locked up. Say goodbye, you guys. So it's pretty much always the same with these two. I get a lot of flack from the male and this particular noise. But they're trained. They've finally gotten used to going into their little area. If you remember, I made it from the recycled pallets. I've kept goats in here, chickens in here, ducks in here. And then the female, she sets up her defensive position with her nest in that back left corner, and I usually put food on the inside and then close the door. All right, you two, look out. Look out. Here we go. There's yours. They're getting more today because they might be in here for a while tomorrow. Oh my goodness, I got it right on his back. See how he's protecting her too? He comes in right next to her when I come in. Okay, and now that I back away, they kind of relax. And then I shut the door. If I can, there's so much snow in the way. Probably gonna have to move that with my foot. Sometimes the ground in front of the door swells with the liquid in the freezing, and then you can't shut the door. But looks like it's gonna go this time. Ugh. Here. So I just put the slide over. I don't put it up because in the past when it was really cold and I pulled down on it, that little knob just broke right off. So this way I just slide it over and hopefully not breaking anything. So they are all in there happily. They're eating. Thanks for coming along. I'm going to head back to the house, y'all. Shalom.